It's an alien in... Oh my god, she can't take me seriously. It's an alien invasion of Campus Confessional. Welcome back to yet another episode, episode 8. We're so excited to have you here. We're almost done with this season. My name is Kevin.
My name is Thalassa.
And I'm Sasha.
And you're... Nay!
No, we did that last
sorry,
time.
Yeah,
Stop.
it's a tick. I'm sorry.
We have to be original.
Yeah. It's just a tick. I can't help it.
Thalassa needs like a break from life.
And you are watching Campus Confessional.
Thank you for
And it's
watching.
almost summer.
Leave
I'm so excited.
Leave a little comment down if you're watching on YouTube, if you're a Spotify girly, let us know.
If you come here from the Handsome Mag International Instagram page, also let us know.
Yep. We want to know where you're coming from because we know
Background
you're
check.
there.
We want to know where you at. We want to know what you're doing.
Did Sasha
No,
just say background check? Sasha's like, I want to know your social security number, your banking information. I want to know everything.
Tax bracket.
7 figures, 8 figures.
And
Only.
above. And above.
And above.
Okay, enough distractions.
What is happening? Start.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't I starting?
Wait, hold on. Before you start, my love, I love that we are not even 30 seconds into filming. And
Can you fix the carpet, please? Sorry.
this is what I mean. You're so chaotic.
What? Are you on something today?
Whoa.
Oh my god, is it because of my...
Hey, my mom watches this. I'm kidding.
What crack are you guys on?
Not the type of crack that you're on.
No.
The only crack
for
I'm on are voice cracks.
That's for sure.
Oh, clock it.
That was good.
That was good.
That was a quick
Okay,
one.
should we start?
Yes.
Also, my thingy is like the wrong way, upside down. Thanks, Sasha.
Okay. I am so sorry, guys. This is what Campus Confessional is like when we're filming on our last day. It's all a little chaotic. We're all a little nervous. I think Thalassa's just nervous. I think that's the problem.
I think
That's
she's
it.
excited, not nervous.
Yeah. But please, let's go ahead with our first confession question. Go ahead.
It's a question. What's a question? What is the most stereotypical thing about international students?
Go ahead. You can answer the first one.
Because you're not the international.
Yeah,
So
Exactly.
let's
Let
hear
me-
your side of
Let me tell you some.
the story.
Let me tell you some. I don't know. I feel
You
like...
sounded like that. I mean, like, I don't know.
Oh, the most stereotypical thing. I'm not sure, but something that I. Wat doe jij?
Thalassa, calm down. Who are you, Tana Mojo? Calm down.
Stereotypical. That's very
That's
nice
a compliment,
of you. Stop.
though. Nah.
Yeah, he's making peace right now. I see
Well,
it.
I went to the live show and she slept with like 8 men in 7 days. So
Oh, that's not me. That's not me. Good for her,
Okay,
though.
please answer
Good
the
for her.
question, Thalassa.
I'm married. What's the most stereotypical thing about international students? Something that I like about international students, that I think most of them have like a good clothing style, like a good style.
That is true.
Yeah.
So
Compared to like,
compared to Dutch people.
yeah, compared to Dutch people.
That is true.
As-
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How about you, Sasha?
I feel like another one is that international students, all of them enjoy like house
I can
music.
hear
Oh,
you.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I also heard.
I'll go again. My stereotype is that international students all enjoy house music or Afrobeats, that kind of stuff.
Can you, for the people that don't know how that sounds, can you
No,
perform a little bit?
maybe production can add.
We'll edit it.
Yeah,
like
we're
a
so with the sound effects.
Yeah.
We're so with the sound effects.
Can you repeat the question?
What's the most stereotypical thing about international students?
Oh, that they all like hate living in the Netherlands.
Loki, I see where
Ooh.
you're coming from.
So I don't
I
know
see
if
that
I don't
as
know if I
well.
phrased it correctly, but for some reason everyone thinks like, oh, international students are forced to be here. Like, no, I chose to come here. It was
Or
a
like
choice.
they act that somebody, as if somebody forced
It's
them to
forcing
be.
them to be here,
Like,
yeah.
no.
You chose this.
Yeah.
No, I
act
wanted
like it.
I wanted education.
Yeah. Clocked.
Yeah. Is
Next
that it?
one.
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Fashion, music,
Music, studies.
hatred. Next.
Who's
Going next. Are you
Kevy.
going?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
I love how we're so not prepared. I think we're just nervous, guys.
It's almost summer, guys.
Yeah.
It
I
just
think
makes it
that's
more real. Come on.
No, but honestly, on a real note, I do have to tell you guys that we are like almost in our exam season. even though this episode will come out after our exams, I am so nervous.
Ready for us.
I just turned
Yeah.
in my project essay, my group one. But
You already did?
my group one.
Me too.
My group one.
Me too.
But I have to finish in my. I
Oh,
have
your
to finish,
personal one. Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
have to finish my individual one, and then we have like visual communication assignments. We have exams to study for.
Oh, I have my presentation tomorrow.
We're going through it, girl. We're going through it. Okay, I will continue. Has Groningen met your expectations as a student city? Why or why not? Go ahead, Sasha.
My answer is yes and no.
Sure.
Yes, because it's very international and then diverse and fun. But no, because I do think sometimes it can get a bit like repetitive and I don't want to say boring,
No,
but
but
I don't have
is,
another
because it's so
word.
small. Like, there's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
a lot to do.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the same thing happening over and over
And over
again.
again. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But I do love Groningen.
Well, I've lived here my whole life.
Makes sense.
I'm kind of sick of Groningen. Like, as in, like, I like it. I think it's a great city for people to come and study. But, like what Sasha said, you can see it in 3 days and do everything in 3 days.
But
Actually.
I also kind of love that. Like, I love that there are over, 200,000 people who live in Groningen, and 60% of that is students. I failed math, so I have no idea how much that is. But I do
More
love
than
that.
50%,
No.
so more than half.
I did get that part. I do understand that part. But it's more like, for example, I've been to Amsterdam or Rotterdam quite a few times, and it's a cool city. I like it there too. But one, it's obviously much bigger. But I mean, more like the people there are like, there's so much.
So different.
It's not a student city.
No. So you
Rotterdam,
can-
Amsterdam
yeah.
is not a student city. It's like
Yeah,
a
you
lot of people.
see all types of people.
Exactly, and I do like that in Groningen. Majority of people you see out on the streets are like students, or at least people
Yeah.
under the age of 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Me neither. I would prefer
I think
to
Amsterdam, I like that there's like a... there's still a lot of students in Amsterdam. I would like to live in Amsterdam.
See. Me too. You already know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also because like maybe because this is gonna sound so rude. I was gonna say that she's older, but you're not even that much older.
Than
But
you, but
yeah.
I am a lot older than Sasha.
Yeah,
We
but,
are close in age then.
Yeah, but I mean more. I think because you're a bit older, and especially by the fact that you have grown up here, it's different for you. For me, I like the fact that I'm in a student city in Aruba.
Yeah.
But I do agree
It
with
was
her,
like-
even though we
I can't
have a
even,
big
Also-
age difference. I do on the fact that I like Amsterdam more because it's like more diverse in that.
I think it's just
criteria.
because I grew up here and there's been students all my life, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was, for example, in Aruba. I can't like I don't know how to describe how the people are in Aruba. Like in terms of like ages.
The population.
Yeah, it's just like a mix of everything.
Yeah.
What was the question?
The question was, has Groningen met your expectations as a student city?
I didn't have any expectations.
My answer is yes.
Yes, as a student city.
I got
yes.
told that it's a really like tight knit student city, and then you'll really notice that you are like a student when you're in the city. It's not gonna feel as overwhelmed as in the bigger cities in the Netherlands. And honestly, it's met every expectation. And I really love Groningen. I'm so happy that I chose to live here. So if you're
Cute.
listening and you're debating,
Come here.
Yeah.
you're thinking of coming to Groningen, and
Definitely
honestly,
do.
sign up for international communication as the Hanze. We'll be your buddies next year.
Yeah, we're
Exactly, oh
buddies
my
next
God.
year. Sign up. Get a job. Who's giving the same? Sign up, please. I actually.
That goes in the trailer.
That was actually.
I almost spit my iced tea out.
I actually meant it nice. Like, please sign up, but came out wrong.
We'll
God.
keep the reflections for the finale, okay? For episode 9.
Hang in there. Hang in there.
Spoiler! We're having an episode 9, guys.
Keep it. Keep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
keep
Stay
watching.
tuned. That's what I want
to
to
give a
say.
little description, we were actually gonna do 8 episodes as we described.
As we talked about.
As we, yeah.
Sorry, I just wrote a whole academic essay. As we talked about in the last episode, we were supposed to have 8 episodes, but we know you guys love us so much. We knew we had to give you a special little finale episode for season 1.
Episode 9 is going to be an episode where we get to know each other a little more, where you guys get to know us a little bit more. Because you guys have told a lot about yourself to us, and it's time for us to talk a little bit more about us.
It's time for change.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going next?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the environmental issues we are facing? Aw. Off camera, but aw.
Yeah. Could
Wait, can you repeat that?
Yes. Are you
to
listening?
give you
Yeah.
guys, before you go,
Oh my
to give you
God.
guys a little reference, something that you didn't hear on the show. So me and Thalassa just gave each other like a little heart, like a little, I don't know how you call this. What do you call
That's
it?
a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Roughly.
I hope the camera can see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we interrupted Sasha's question, and I'm so sorry. So please,
It's okay.
Keep going.
go ahead.
What do you guys think about the environmental issues we are facing?
Ooh,
Good question.
this
Kevin?
is something we should talk about with our project coach, Peter. Shout out to Peter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves talking about like these type of things.
Yeah.
I feel like one, people aren't taking it too seriously, and especially that's the problem with like, I guess I hate talking like this, but like mainstream media is like
Mainstream media.
it's only in the news. Why are you laughing at me? It's only in the news.
Not at you, not at you.
It's only in the news for like a couple days when there's like a big climate thing happening,
True.
and then in a few seconds it's over, and they're talking about, oh, Kylie Jenner like shared her boob job, you know?
Real. I saw that.
It's like, my point is things move on so quickly. It's a crazy example.
Especially for the chronically online.
Yeah.
It's a crazy example, but I mean more like I'll see something really bad happen, like in terms of climate change, something that's happening in the world.
And you swipe and it's gone. Basically.
Exactly, and I don't realize how it's actually affecting us. And I used to be way more, I guess, naive about it. But the more I grow up, the more I learn more about what's actually going on in the world. I try to educate myself as much as I can, but still, I have the one problem where I'm like, oh my god, well, swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So I think we should. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think we
No.
should educate ourselves a bit more on it.
Definitely.
Yeah, also
I
in
agree
in
with that.
schools as well. I think with social media, what Kevin said is completely true, and I think that a lot of people don't want to know. Kinda, it's like your hands in front of your eyes. And I do think that we should get better education also in primary school. Because what you say, you were kind of naive on it. Me too, because you don't really get like classes in that in like primary
Yeah, because
school.
a
For
lot
example.
of people talk very lightly about it, and they shouldn't
Yeah.
because it's a very serious topic. Some people do take climate change very lightly, and they joke about it, but they shouldn't. It's a very serious topic.
Yeah, but even if you like, aside from like climate change and environmental issues, if you think about like, yeah, unfortunately, like some wars that are happening around the world, depending on where you live, obviously you can be
More
very,
affected.
you can be more affected. Like, I'll be very honest, as much as I tried to stay very informed when I lived in Aruba, for example, when the war in Ukraine broke out, it affects me, it could potentially affect us more living in the Netherlands, not the first, than it did in Aruba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Aruba, obviously, I saw it in the news. I tried to inform about it. I try to see in which ways I can help, which are very limited. However, like in Aruba, you're very safe, fairly safe.
I mean,
Yeah.
even here, we could argue that we're safe.
Yeah.
No, we are, but it's
Yeah, I
much
get what you mean.
closer,
Yeah.
literally and
I know. I was
virtually.
back
Yeah.
home when this all started. I was still in high
Exactly.
school
Exactly.
when that happened, and
So it's
Romania is
also
pretty
like-
close to Ukraine.
People can be educated. People can like do whatever like they do, but depending on where you are, like maybe you're not even affected by it.
Yeah, but I do think
everybody's affected by climate change.
True.
so,
Fact. That's gonna make it into the trailer.
And
Yeah.
I do think I would, especially if you're like growing up, you don't really know what can you do. Like that should be something that should be like in
Taught.
every school.
Yeah.
Like people should know like how can you help. I think that's the biggest like.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Your
you're
turn.
next, Thalassa.
Okay, it's a confession.
Ooh,
It's
fun.
I really like my program, but I don't really like Groningen. What do I do?
Oh no.
I think you should stay.
That sounded so painful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Your school is more important than the city, and if you like, maybe if you have friends or if it's bearable, stick it out because it's usually only 3 years, and your program is for your future, and I think that's the most important.
Plus, if you're studying at Hanze, you have that third year abroad, so a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm. True.
True. I agree with you guys. I do think you should sit it out. But if you really don't like Groningen, something that you could do, if this person is sending this in now and they do like their program, I'm assuming they're doing well, which maybe they'll get their propedeuse at the end of
Yeah.
this school year. they could potentially check out another university in the Netherlands. Because
Yeah.
you have your P and then you can move.
If they have the program somewhere else, go check it out. If they
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
I do think your program is more important than your city. Because I was also planning, when I started the studies, I was planning to move to Amsterdam for my second year and continue my studies there. But I really like my program, so I'm staying. So,
Yeah.
because so
It's a tough choice, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is really
Education
tough.
is always going to be like a tough thing.
Yeah.
I want to be educated. Like, I am going to finish my manifest. I'm going to finish my bachelor. But it's like,
well, yeah, because I feel like it's supposed to be, right? It's
Yeah.
supposed to be hard.
But the first year is already almost over.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Time's going by so fast.
And apparently
True.
second year is not gonna be this overwhelming and, you know.
Yeah, of course, because we've been known second
We've
year.
been known, yeah.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, if you really like your program, try to stick it out if you can. And there's the same program, different city. Maybe try that.
Yeah.
See what you don't like about Groningen. See if there are cities that maybe are different in those aspects.
Yeah.
Help me. I love how the ASMR for my little iced tea. But, and no,
Arizona tea.
no promotion. But,
Elena.
actually, we need to
Elena.
cut that out because allow things on camera.
Lawsuit.
No, literally.
Yeah. We
Huh?
talked about us getting lawyers last episode.
Really?
This might be.
Yeah. I hope we
I
can put a
can't-
giant blur. No. Okay, no, what I want to say, Thalassa, please help me translate this. As regards to the question we were talking about from the person that doesn't like Groningen but does like your program.
Yeah.
The Dutch word is studiekeuzeadvies, but in that like department from the school, translate it for me.
Student
like-
counseling or what?
Like the study
Basically-
check, like a study check.
Basically, but in that department, they like don't only help you with like choosing which study, but like they can help you throughout your entire year. And I'm sure that the Hanze has many like people that are willing to help you. Let's say if you just don't like Groningen, but you do like your study, they can for sure help you see if you are able to move to another university because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
school doesn't like the school wants us to succeed. The school doesn't necessarily like no, you have to stay in Groningen.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
And I'm
Hanze,
sure you're-
Hanze just wants us to succeed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Talk to your counselor about
Yeah,
it as
your
well.
AC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
That's really good.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Next one. Ooh, this is a fun one because it's like a good follow-up after what we just talked about. Do you feel like university life in Groningen is preparing you for the real world?
No.
No?
No, not really. Because I feel like, no, not really. I feel like a lot of things, like for example, I just moved and you have to like, it's my first like apartment for myself. There's a lot of things that come with that. And they don't teach you that in school. Like that's something, and I feel like those things are like something, you know, in the real world, like bills, taxes.
And you've done multiple studies and programs, so it's
Yeah, I did
surprising.
primary teaching
But maybe they
before
meant
as
more
well.
like professionally.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, we don't know. But
Well, if professionally, we're only in the first year. In my previous school, I did primary teaching. That was very hands-on. I was teaching 2 days a week, which I think was like preparing me for
Yeah.
my future job. Here, yeah, not as much I think as with my previous studies, but we're only in the first year, so I'm not really sure.
like, I get it, but I also kind of disagree.
Yeah,
It's like we've started expanding on our network and
yeah,
using
that's
LinkedIn
good.
and
I
everything.
like that as well. Yeah.
So I think that is gonna be really helpful, especially with the interviews that we had to schedule for this project.
Yeah. Who did you interview actually, Kevin?
One person I can't disclose, and the other person was like a marketing and communication person from the Hanze.
Okay. Who did you interview?
2 journalists.
Fun.
I also interviewed a journalist, and then a social media senior manager.
For
worked.
reference, this is for those who don't know, we're studying international communication, and this was for a project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
orientation into profession.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, our last block,
Yeah.
which they will be changing up, so it actually doesn't even make sense to talk about it.
Okay,
No,
next.
you guys won't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next.
the next one, the fun one that you liked.
But did we all
Oh, did
like?
we?
answer? Are we moving on that quickly?
Oh yeah, that's true. You didn't answer.
No, I did not.
Sorry.
No, I think that this question is pretty broad and you can't really answer it like with one thing because it's like not everyone, depending on where you're from, what you've studied before, what your age, not everyone needs the same type of preparation for people out in the real world. Some people may have already be in whatever they define as the real world. Some people are maybe fresh out of high school or wherever they're from, and they haven't like experienced much yet, and that's why they may be needing to be more prepared. So I think it's very different for everyone, and especially I think, obviously you being like a Dutch student and like you've obviously like I mean you're like the oldest one of all of us. You're very mature, but there was a difference between like us moving from our home country, so that does add like some level of growth that
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you
definitely.
just don't have.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
it's not as if you lack it, but it's more just like that's a
It's a different experience.
It's a
yeah,
different
yeah,
mindset,
it's probably
yeah.
very scary. Yeah.
yeah, and it's obviously, but even me, then again, I could go deeper into this and being like, yeah, but the fact that my parents moved with me is also a little different compared
Yeah.
to Sasha, whose parents are still in Romania.
Yeah. Quick
And the
interruption.
USA.
I keep seeing that pop of color on your shirt. What does it say?
Oh, okay, wait. Hopefully the camera can catch it.
I'm literally just
Ignore
a girl.
the dirt, please. I'm literally just a girl.
I
And
love that.
and
Matches
that's-
the nails as
And
well.
that's my excuse for anytime there's like I do anything wrong. I'm like I
Oh.
ran someone over like I'm literally just a girl.
And
With
I
that
love how
meme.
that's like compared to like I think it was 2 episodes ago where you went. I can
I
have
can
my
be a
hair.
man if I want to."
Yeah, I can have
Yeah,
my.
for the record, I'm still a man. He, him, you know, everything. But
Literally just a girl.
it's
Yeah.
just and it's just the shirts before
Ooh.
someone comments.
Yeah,
anything.
sorry for the interruption.
No,
Much
no.
needed
okay.
though.
Thank you
It's a
very,
very
much.
cute top.
Yes.
I keep looking at your camera, but it's not even. I don't even. I'm not even in that.
Okay, but so I think we all have a good little answer. I think it
Yeah.
just depends on where you're from, you know.
Yeah. I think yeah, and
Honestly.
it also depends on the studies. Because what Sasha says, right? Like we are making connections and stuff.
I think it also depends on the kind of university, right?
Yeah.
That too.
Because the Dutch
So
doesn't do
it
the
all
same.
depends.
Yep, I feel
As
like this
always.
is not a question we can answer directly. This is
Yeah.
we
No.
need a research on
Sorry,
this.
sorry.
We need to pull up the reference list.
Next
Okay.
question.
What is your go-to student meal, you guys?
I love
Food.
this question. I think no.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
No,
Oh, one of you
I just
guys.
wanted to say that I love food.
Oh,
Me
me too. I'm
too.
such
My
a, we're big
go-to
bags over here.
Student meal is, and this is something I order anytime I have any minor inconvenience, which is every day.
Oh, you order? Or you're not gonna say what you like to make?
Oh,
We can do both.
did I just
Yeah.
did I just expose myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, I definitely cook every day. Anyways, you guys go first. I'll think about it.
You want to go first or should I?
You can go first.
Mine is very simple. Gnocchi or pasta with green pesto. That's it. Well, and parmesan, but
For me, I like to cook. With my boyfriend, he's actually a pretty good cook. So I don't know why I'm hyping him up. So I think for me it's like rice with beef, and then for the sauce you mix gochujang, rice vinegar, and soy sauce, and then you like red bell peppers in it, and then
Thalassa loves red bell peppers.
and
Yeah.
then you mix it, and then you add like some like spice, like some red peppers as well, and you mix everything, and then you eat it. And you also
sounds
add
very
garlic
yummy.
powder to the sauce.
I feel like you made that for me like a few
yeah,
weeks ago.
I
It's
did.
delicious.
And it's so easy and cheap, and it's really nice.
Okay, for me, I love pasta with my entire heart. Pasta is the best thing that ever
I agree. Hard
existed.
agree.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the Italians. I love you. For me, it's like a little pasta alfredo, and I make it by myself. So like with I don't know how to say all these things in English. For some reason, I'm like not being able to speak today. Kokroom? How do you say
Cream.
it?
Like cream.
Like
Oh,
cooking
cream.
I'm
It's
sorry,
heavy,
that-
it's heavy cream. I think it's
Heavy cream.
Yeah, like
it's
heavy
Like
cream.
heavy cream. I keep. Oh my god!
What?
Not me forgetting the ingredients.
What is it?
People are gonna clock me and be like, he cannot.
It's cream, chicken,
but like,
broccoli.
Cream cheese, maybe?
yeah, cream
Cream
cheese.
cheese.
Like I make like the entire sauce by myself. That's the the thing I try to do. You can obviously buy the packets
Yeah,
and
you
stuff,
can buy,
but I try to make the sauce by myself.
those are
and
very unhealthy.
And what Sasha said, and that's so funny because I don't think I've ever told you this, but my favorite vegetable is broccoli. So
Oh, I love broccoli.
Me too.
I eat
It's one
broccoli
of my
every
favorites
day.
as well.
Like when I call with my mom and she asks me like, oh, what I've done for dinner.
Broccoli
I'll be like,
asparagus?
broccoli. My mom is like, oh, let me guess, broccoli. I'm like, yep, broccoli.
Me with green beans.
Remember when we made the broccoli asparagus at my house and, and Sasha was like, this is way too hard, but it was literally asparagus.
But you made it very
like a nice and crunchy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I love that.
It tasted very uncooked to me.
Yeah, we didn't cook it very long.
And then me and Thalassa were like,
yeah,
yeah,
I was
but
like,
we like it. We like it a little crunch.
I only ate the crown.
do you guys know that meme from Millie Bobby Brown where she's eating the carrots?
What's she saying?
That was literally us.
The dirtier, the better.
Okay.
And that's literally us. We're like, better.
Yeah, because it's like nice when the broccoli is like a little soft, but then asparagus is still nice. What? Oh! PG-13, everybody.
We're back.
Production.
There's gonna be a lot of cutting in this episode. Tone, we're so sorry. Is he back already? No. Tone?
I'm so sorry. Okay.
What's the next question?
Next question, please.
I think it's me, right? It's the last one? Or do
I
you
have one.
Oh,
more.
okay.
We also have.
You also, okay, so everybody's done two.
Yeah.
Damn, how long are we filming? We've
I
been
don't know.
filming forever. We've been filming for over 20 minutes. I'm just
But we
saying.
also have a lot of stuff to cut.
Okay, true.
Go ahead, let's do it a bit quickly.
Yeah, okay.
You wanna go?
Yeah, I'll go. Go ahead. Okay. For the girls, well, also for me, but you guys have to answer first. What's your favorite thing about Groningen? Wait, you're born here, so let's.
Oh my
Sasha
god!
answer
Wait,
first.
but I didn't.
I was actually gonna say
She
a very
has-
basic answer.
Yeah, she has her answer already, so let her go first. And
No,
I'll think
actually,
about mine.
I was just gonna say like people.
Oh.
No, I really like the canals and like the heart of Groningen. I think it's beautiful. Like, you can walk around and everything is just beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like
I
a
agree.
little
That-
movie set. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. One of the reasons because it looked very Amsterdam-y when I applied to university, and also I do like the people, mostly.
I like how like close everything is, like how like walking distance.
Oh yeah, it's a
And-
walkable city. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are so many like interesting buildings in the city. Like
Yeah.
it's very like nice architecture. It's like one of the old like we
Also-
have a few of the oldest buildings in Groningen.
In the Netherlands,
In
actually.
the Netherlands, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like for example, the university
Academy building,
Exactly.
the Martini Tower,
So those type of buildings, but then in comparison, you have interesting buildings such as.
the Forum.
Thank you.
I don't know what's going on over there. Keep talking to me.
Like the dot. There are some buildings that are like out of the
Oh, yeah, I love the
ordinary, and
dot.
that's very interesting.
Yeah,
How do you
I
know?
agree.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay. Thalassa?
I was just thinking.
She already gave her answer. The people.
I already gave
No, I said yeah. We all
I
gave
said
the answer.
Oh well,
the
great.
people. She said the
Like the way
the
that it
canals.
looks. Yeah.
Right,
in the heart
right,
of the
right,
city.
right. Okay, moving on.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced balancing like studies and social life?
I don't know.
Just balancing it.
yeah.
Just finding a balance. I feel like.
I
Exactly.
just want to reread it.
What is like your biggest challenge, like balancing between your studies and your social life, and work?
Finding
as well.
time,
And
A lot
right?
of
work.
people have work as well. Like,
Yeah. Just like finding time for everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't
and
have time for everything.
Finding, like, having to make sure that people understand, like, it's not as if I don't want to go to this meeting, or it's just not as if I don't want to do this or that. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's
I
very.
have prior obligations.
Yeah, and then having to prioritize obviously school and uni
And work.
work for some people over your friends. Yeah,
Yep.
and that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's a hard knock life for us.
It's a hard knock life
Life for us.
should we quickly go to the last confession?
confession?
I think about quitting my studies all the time. That's
Me
it.
too. End of the episode. No, I'm joking.
Same girl.
Kidding. No, I actually don't. Not at all. Not
No.
once. I think this
I
whole...
feel like sometimes
Yeah.
it's healthy to like overthink
Yeah.
or like question stuff in your life or around
But
But
people.
all the
But
time...
not all the time.
Exactly. Then
Yeah.
it's something you should maybe like think
I mean,
about.
obviously, you should question whether this is a good study for a program for yourself,
If you're
whether you
just-
like it.
If you're just questioning it because you're not doing so well, that's like a different thing. But if you're, I feel like, I mean, with my previous study, I did hospitality and restaurant management in Aruba. And in my second or third year, I was one signature away from like dropping out. And then I just kind of forgot about it. And then I just continued.
Yeah.
Just literally me just forgetting about it, being like, oh,
Yeah.
wait, oops, now I graduated, I guess. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people go through that, especially when it gets tough and it gets difficult. But that's just the exact moment when you think it's getting way too difficult, where you just have to
Push through.
And this is so, I sound like an old woman. You have to persevere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
I
is
agree.
true.
It's true.
You
Yeah.
can't give up every time it gets hard.
Exactly.
It's not supposed to be easy.
Because trust
Exactly.
me, it's gonna get harder. And if
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
oh my god, I saw a TikTok about this. If you train your brain to give up so easily anytime it gets hard, you'll never be able to like
Really
Grow
succeed.
and-
grow
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and deal with things that are going to be much harder than struggling at university.
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, I think about dropping out every single morning when I wake up to go to school. But, you know, kind of have to continue. Don't want to disappoint mom and dad.
If you really don't like it, then maybe it's something to really like think about and talk to your parents about or
Yeah,
your
your
friends
AC.
or someone.
If
Well-
it's like a really deep...
Yeah.
If you just don't like your program, that's
But if you're being
different.
dramatic,
Happens to the best of
it
us.
happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Have we gone through everything for today?
Yeah.
That
we
was
did.
a lot.
That was a lot. I don't know what happened, what was up
lot.
with us today.
I had a lot of laughs today. I'm sorry.
A lot of
To
coffee.
a lot of like laughing. So I'm sorry that has to be cut out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too.
So sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Okay, well, I think that is it for episode 8. Thank you guys so much for listening. Is there anything you guys want to say?
Have a great day, week, weekend. And we can't wait to see you on our bonus episode. And otherwise, the next
Prepare
season.
yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, love you guys. Mwah!